itsmintsalad and I saw Yojimbo. It is directed by Akira Kurosawa, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. I'm gonna give a little rundown of what's happening in this film and then tell you what I thought throughout the film. The movie starts, we're following a Ronin. He's just walking down a road. He throws a stick in the air, and then there's like two little pointy things on that branch that he throws, and he goes that direction. And he meets a village. And in this village, there's like warring gangs, I guess. A bunch of samurais. You got one samurai on one side, a bunch of samurais on the other side, bunch of samurais on both sides, and they both hate each other. And this guy is just here, just like having a little chill time. He's just walking, and then a bunch of samurais come on, they're like trying to intimidate him. And at this point, I'm like, y'all really think that just him walking by y'all and then him walking away is y'all intimidating him? I literally said, what? When they're like, haha, get wrecked, y'all. Haha, get wrecked, lone Ronin. Haha, get wrecked, you. You totally got scared by us and intimidated by us. No, that's not the case at all, actually. He goes to this old man's place. He's like, I need food. This old man is so kind. He's this big old kind. He's like, I got some cold rice for you. He's like, he eats it. I'm like, that's nice. I like this old man. But this old man's like, you heard the drama. I'm telling you about all the drama. You got these two guys plus their men. So I guess it's two groups, I guess, technically. They're all fighting each other. And of course, freaking Ronin is like, yeah, I heard exactly what's happening here. That makes me want to stay even more. I'm like, what do you have planned, dude? Like, I'm like, okay, I know that you want to help with this guy have some peace. It doesn't seem like it immediately, but later on in the movie, it seems more and more that's the case. I don't know anything about this guy, but I just know that he's a good guy. Okay, so he goes to each place. He's like, hey, you want me to be your bodyguard? And he's like, oh, you gotta be proven, you gotta prove something. And then like, he goes to the samurais that were messing with him, saying like, oh, you were intimidated by us, haha. And then I'm like, okay, you guys are going back to annoying him right when he's next to you guys? Dude, he hasn't shown once that he's going to slice and dice. He just had a will. He doesn't seem like he's the type of all talk. He just is like content. He's got his arm in his robe, which I love. This is such a quirky character thing. And he's like, all right, let me just put my arms in my sleeves. And then he does a little, and he's so quick. And I'm like, whoa, this guy is ultra powerful. And then he like pushes friggin' samurai sword back into a thing and then just walks away. And everybody in this town saw that. Of course, the other people are like, the rival team, I'm gonna call them rival team. They're like, oh my goodness, wow, I can't believe what you just did. May I offer you money? And it takes a lot of haggling, and I like this. This guy, this Ronin, knows exactly what he's worth, and I'm a big fan of it. He's like, all right, 50, give me 25 now, 25 later. All right, cool deal. And then this freaking woman, okay, this woman is like, hey, speaking loudly behind like a wall, but like this freaking Ronin literally hears exactly what she's saying. Hey, how about we start this raid thing? Both teams go at each other in midnight. We do this tomorrow or as soon as possible, and then we kill him afterward. And I'm like, you're gonna say this loudly next to him? Are you freaking stupid? Of course, when the raid happens, he's like, I ain't doing your business. I don't plan on being killed after this thing. And then he like goes up this like watchtower and just watches all of the sides not fight each other. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of cowards. Oh my goodness, what are you guys doing? You guys can't even strike at each other. You guys are scared of each other. How about one of you guys just does a little slice and dice? Every time that I see like you guys using their swords, it doesn't seem like they know how to use their swords properly. They're just like flailing around. I'm like, Eventually we get a name to this guy, Sanjuro, but that's not his name. He just made it up, and he even says that it's made up. So we don't know his real name for sure. But it's good enough, I guess. Sanjuro is the Ronin here. He's going to the other side. The other side's like, hey, you know, you killed 3 of our men. How about we give you some money instead? Oh, well, Sanjuro says, oh, well, how about I go to the other side? And then, like, the other side doesn't give him enough. It does not give him any reward or anything for waiting. Instead, apparently there's a truce. And I like Sanjuro's thinking. He's like, yeah, a truce, that's fake. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed. And I'm like, okay, how do you know this for sure? And I think he knows this for sure because he's going to make it so. He's going to make it a thing. So there's like two drunk guys and they're just having a little drink and they confess how much their master pays them. And it's like 2 silver coins or whatever the heck. It's a lot less than 1 ruo, R-Y-O. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Now we're dealing with hostages because, wow, we were gonna capture one of the guys, who was drunk, and one of the guys was on the other side, and now we have one side has 1 guy and the other side has 2 captured guys, and it seems like they don't want to give up their hostages. So it feels like they're doing like little dirty tricks. Ooh, phew, phew, phew. Oh, well, looks like we're gonna have to do more tension and capture more people, including this woman who has a son. And at this point, when I see Sanjuro in the same room as the son, because the son goes to the old man's place and that's where Sanjuro is, it seems like his heart softens. He sees whatever troubles is happening, and I'm like, dude, this is when you have a soft spot for kids and families. Okay, this is a really good guy. This guy isn't as evil as I thought he could be. So Sanjuro, being a big old brain over here, is like, okay, I'm gonna go to the faction that has the captured mother, and I'm going to offer to be the bodyguard, takes like a bunch of the money, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna go check out this place. How many men do you got? 6, says the dudes. And then he's like, okay, that's not enough. All right, let me tell you why. And then he's like, I'm gonna go check on them. And then he goes to check on them, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna distract one of the guards. I'm gonna distract him. Oh, hey, they're running away. Hey, gotta check on them. And then, of course, they're just gonna believe this guy. Freaking believe Sanjuro. And he's just like, oh, wow, I can't believe it. You guys are gonna get hit, boom. You're gonna get hit, boom. And then, phew, slice and dice time, phew. And then Sanjuro just goes to the men and is like, fume, 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 fume. 6 slices and dices, and then he wrecks these entire group of men. And then a bunch of slices, and then he like ruins the entire building. So it looks like the other faction ransacked the place, and it's like so great. We have a bunch of people coming in, like, what happened here? It's like, it looks like 15 or 16 men did it. And it's like, I love this dramatic irony because I saw that he did it alone. He did it alone, and he just did a little sneak on them. And no sneak attack will protect people because people, oh wow, I can't believe what's happening. I don't have enough quick time to do what's best is to defend this hut right here. Well, looks like I'm gonna die now. It's eventually uncovered. There's a guy who seems like a Ronin, but he has a gun and also a samurai sword. This guy is like, oh, okay, seems like this guy is up to no good. He betrayed the person he was trying to bodyguard to save this family. There's too many bugs out here. Phew, 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 phew. Hate them bugs. Of course, he gets napped. Is it adult napping or kidnapping? Well, anyway, he gets napped. He gets real beat up, real bad. Pew, pew, pew. His face is all bloodied up. He gets ruffled and tuffled and tasseled and roofied and doofied, whatever words I'm thinking of. He gets all those things. He gets beat up multiple times. But I love the way in which he escapes these men. These men are such idiots. First of all, the old man is also an idiot before I move myself too fast. So this frickin' family gave a thank you note to Sanjuro, and he leaves it on the table, and then the Ronin with the gun confronts him, and very sneaky, Sanjuro puts like this little container over the note so he doesn't notice. And this freaking old man is like, I'm gonna change out, okay? I'm gonna grab the note. And I'm like, this freaking idiot. You made it very visible that he was in fact the guy who did all them dirty murders of their squadron, or whatever the heck it's called. Man, I don't remember. I'm just gonna call it a group, a gang. which whatever word you want to call them. They're a big old group of samurais, and they have like this master or whatever. And I'm like, this freaking idiot, dude, he just blew his cover, and now he's being beat up, and he gets beat up. All right, now the way that he escapes this beat up situation, though, he goes into this chest. No one notices the freaking lock is taken off of the chest. They're like, oh, where did he go? He escaped, and they leave the door open, which is dumb. And he figures out a way to escape. He manages to escape like underneath the floorboards. He just crawls all the way to the old man's place, and then like that gang is like, goes to the old man's place. It's like, where you at? I'm like, oh my goodness, please do not blow his cover, and thankfully he doesn't. It seems like he can learn. I love the tensions arising. Oh my goodness, I love just seeing all this sake just being like pouring out. They're like, oh man, I think it was I don't know if it was that guy either, or maybe it was the other faction who hates this faction. The two faction names, Seibe and Ushitora. All right, freaking these guys, they really hate each other. I'm like, why do you guys hate each other? It seems like you guys are like people. Why do you think one is worse than the other? Also, they hate each other so much that they're willing to blame the other faction instead of freaking Sanjuro. Oh my goodness, I love it. And then like this whole burning place, oh, go burn, burn, ooh yeah, burn. And then Sanjuro is like taken to this hut. It's beautiful. He gets healed into his hut. The old man has been taketh, and so he's in good enough health to face the rest of the remainder of any faction of any kind, and he does a little slice and dice. He does a little I remember watching the movie, I was like making those mouth sounds as soon as like he was slicing and dicing, including like the freaking revolver guy. And this revolver guy tried to get one on him. This guy is bleeding out really bad. Hey, can you give me my gun? You're a nice guy. Sanjuro gives him his gun. He's like pointing it at him. He's like, I can't do it, I can't shoot you. And he shoots the ground. Like, I love it. Yes, I love it. Oh my goodness. This movie is so great. This movie has like great character moments. I just love watching this movie. At this point, I'm like, man, Sanjuro is such a cool guy. He saved the town. What is he gonna do next? He's talking to the old man and the casket maker. It's gonna be quiet now. And it's like, oh, so he made the town quiet for this old man who helped him out. And he's like, see you later. And I'm like, amazing. This is also, you know, remember when Luke Skywalker does the little see you later at the end of whatever movie he dies in? I don't care about the sequel, so I don't remember. It was Memory Hold. I have seen it. Oh, it was the 8th movie. Why did I remember that? Oh my goodness. Well, he does the see you later. See you later, Jack. Whatever the freaking quote is. It's a direct reference to this movie. So this movie is great. Great acting. Oh my goodness. I love all the characters. I love the framing of the shots, especially him, Sanjuro just being alone in like a really wide shot. And it's so great. I just love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, you gotta give this movie a solid 9 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 dinos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all the daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all of them daily movie reviews. So you can go here, and until next time, mint salad, so I'll see you later, my side croutons and bacon bits. There's so many bugs out here, I gotta go attack them all. Get wrecked. Oh shit, there's a... whatever this is. Is that blood? Oops. See you later. I'm gonna do a thumbnail pose. Is this where we're standing?